Lamar Jackson got robbed. I think we can all agree on that, but I'm sure there's some Bills fans out there, Lamar haters, probably don't agree. But I think it's quite evident that Lamar Jackson got robbed of the MVP. Lamar was the most valuable player this season. And it's no diss to Saquon, it's no diss to Josh Allen. To me, it was Lamar because he had pretty much the best quarterback season. And we already know the MVP award is pretty much a quarterback award, so it's pretty much Josh Allen or Lamar. And I'd make the case that Lamar had the better season than Josh Allen, and all the numbers point to that. I mean, Lamar had the better stats by far. I mean, across the board. You can make the case this was probably Lamar's best season, and it just makes no sense to me how in the world did Lamar not win MVP. To me, it's unacceptable. The voters for this award should be absolutely ashamed with the fact that Josh Allen just won it. I knew something was fishy. I knew something was up when Dan Orlovsky was announced as a voter. I mean, Dan Orlovsky is a big fan of Josh Allen. I don't even understand how that was approved. That doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense at all. We knew who Dan Orlovsky was going to vote for. We knew that out the gate. And then the fact that Lamar had better stats across the board and beat Josh Allen in the regular season, because it's a regular season award. He had better stats in the regular season. He beat Josh Allen head-to-head in the regular season, outplayed him, and it wasn't close. I simply do not understand how the best player at the most important position on the football field, which is the quarterback position, doesn't win the most valuable player. Mind you, Lamar Jackson was voted as the first team All-Pro quarterback for the NFL this season. So with that being said, how exactly can the second team All-Pro quarterback be voted MVP over the first team All-Pro quarterback? Make that make sense. It doesn't. It doesn't. It's absolutely disgusting. Lamar Jackson was on the verge of becoming a 3-time MVP. Let's put some context to that. If Aaron Rodgers retires this offseason, he would have the most MVPs amongst active quarterbacks, active players. Lamar Jackson was about to achieve that milestone, and then you have this. And then you have this. I respect Josh Allen, but this was not his MVP. And all of the Josh Allen fans are pulling out the rebuttals. Well, what about last year when Lamar won it? His stats weren't even that good. His stats weren't even that crazy. He didn't deserve MVP last year, so call it even. It's not at all the same. And let me tell you why. Lamar Jackson last season, yes, you can make the case he didn't deserve MVP and his stats wasn't even all that. You can make that case. But if you want to make that case, I'd argue that neither Lamar or Josh Allen deserved MVP last year. Last year was the year they really could have just gave it to CMC or Tyreek, but the NFL constantly wants to throw it at a quarterback, not even giving another position a chance. Last year, the most valuable player in the NFL was either Christian McCaffrey or Tyreek Hill. Anybody else, I'm not hearing it. But again, they gave it to Lamar, all respect to him. And I feel like Josh Allen eliminated himself because he had a career-high 22 turnovers last year, 18 interceptions. What exactly about that tells you that he's MVP? Everything else goes out the window when you're amongst the highest in the league when it comes to turnovers. 22 was his career high. So you're telling me that in his career high season for turnovers, he deserved MVP. Make that make sense, folks. It doesn't make sense. But you guys keep pushing the narrative, keep pushing the argument, keep pushing the rebuttal that Josh Allen deserved MVP last year when he did not. And he didn't deserve it this year. And this is why people are clowning him and clowning the voters, because this MVP feels like it's out of pity. It's out of pity because Josh Allen has had better seasons in the past that you can make a better argument that he should be MVP. This was not his MVP season. Yes, he was valuable. Yes, he didn't have all the help in the world like, you can make the case that Lamar did. He didn't have a whole bunch of help, and he elevated his football team. That's what great players do. So I'm not here to debate that. I respect what Josh Allen has done. But the argument for Josh Allen to be MVP simply is not reasonable. If you want to use this whole, his value and just pay no regard to stats. You want to make, oh, well, look how he's elevated his team. He's done more with less. Look at his value. You want to play that game, then Jaden Daniels should be in the MVP race. Again, all that stuff is like so opinionated, but you can't opinionate stats. You can't opinionate numbers. Lamar had the better numbers across the board. Across the board. And all you folks want to say Derrick Henry made him better. No, Lamar Jackson was a 2-time MVP before Derrick Henry even joined the Ravens. I don't understand how we can even make the argument. Lamar Jackson was the best quarterback in football this year. And if not Lamar, Josh. If not Josh, Joe Burrow. I can respect that. But Lamar deserved MVP this season. He deserved the MVP. Better stats across the board. Elite. And it's very unfortunate to see that he's been snubbed. He's been robbed. It's absolutely disgusting. Lamar should have won MVP. The voters, I don't know what they saw. The criteria for MVP changes every year. It changes. And it's like, maybe for these awards, we need a clear criteria.